and welcome back, Igraaspers. Creativity in every form enriches our lives. It reflects the varied experiences, cultures, and perspectives of humanity. It is creativity that sparks our imagination and allows us to express ourselves. Since it lies within all of us, we just need to try and discover it. Let's begin with the news capsule.
October is here, and you know what that means? It's Nobel Prize season. Did you know that the Nobel Prizes were created in 1901 by Alfred Nobel, who was a businessman and chemist responsible for inventing dynamite? After giving the Nobel Prize in Medicine to two scientists who developed the COVID-19 vaccines, the Nobel Committee awarded the Nobel for Physics to three scientists for their work on studying how electrons move around the atom during the tiniest fractions of seconds. The Nobel Prize in Chemistry rewarded the discovery and development of quantum dots, which can guide surgeons during tumor surgeries, among many other things, while the Nobel Peace Prize was given to Narges Mohammadi for her fight to promote human rights and freedom for all in Iran. The Economics Nobel Prize was awarded to Claudia Golden for her research of women's job market outcomes, while the prize in literature was given to the Norwegian author John Foss. We congratulate all the winners for their spectacular work.
We are already done with a quarter of the matches for the ICC Cricket World Cup 2023. And it has been an exciting set of games for Team India so far. After winning their first two matches against Australia and Afghanistan, Team India played historic rival Pakistan for their third game and currently sit at the top 4 of the table. Did you know that our boys in blue have previously won the cup 2 times and were the first country to win the World Cup on home soil in 2011? We are definitely hoping to see history repeat itself this year, but with more than 35 games remaining, only time will tell. So stay tuned for more exciting updates.
After winning the historic gold medal in men's doubles during the recent Asian Games, Satvik Saraj Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty rose to the number 1 spot in Badminton World Federation rankings. Did you know that this makes them the first double pair from India to place the first position in history? Since 2022, they have won 5 World Tour titles as well as the gold medal at the Commonwealth Games. We congratulate them for this milestone and historic achievement.
As if the ongoing Cricket World Cup was not enough, here's some exciting news about the 2034 FIFA World Cup. Amid ongoing discussions, it is to be expected that Saudi Arabia will win the rights to host the 2034 edition of this prestigious tournament. Did you know that it was already announced that the 2030 edition will be played across 3 continents in Morocco, Spain and Portugal, and the 3 opening games will be played in Paraguay, Uruguay and Argentina to celebrate the centenary of the first World Cup? As the 2026 edition is upcoming, it will be played in 3 countries of United States, Mexico and Canada. We can't wait to share more information about the future of our favorite football tournament.
Mont Blanc is the tallest mountain in France and has been an iconic symbol of the famous Alps mountain range in Europe. But did you know that in the past 2 years, the mountain has seen a decrease in its height? Researchers recently discovered that the mountain peak is now 2.22 meters shorter than it was in 2021. What's even more alarming is that this decline has been attributed to the impact of climate change on the region. The team is going to spend the next few years studying the mountain to confirm this theory, and we are looking forward to their learnings.
The ozone hole is caused by the gradual depletion and thinning of our ozone layer due to human-made chemicals that rise to the stratosphere. But did you know that scientists first detected the ozone hole in the 1970s using instruments on balloons and satellites? And recently, researchers found that the hole over the Antarctic has ballooned to a near record size of 26 million square kilometers. This size is roughly 3 times the size of the country of Brazil. Scientists say that it is possible that a volcanic eruption in 2022 could be responsible for this unusual hole. Talk about a butterfly effect.
Did you know that yesterday was the day of the annual solar eclipse? It is also known as the Ring of Fire solar eclipse and was a rare astronomical event where the moon was positioned in front of the sun in such a way that you could only see a beautiful ring of light. This spectacle was visible in parts of the United States and other countries in the Western Hemisphere. NASA scientists were also hard at work and launched 3 rockets to study how the sudden drop in sunlight affects the atmosphere during the eclipse. Isn't that so interesting, Igraspers?
Did you know that the smallest flowering plant in the world is commonly known as the watermeal? Scientists are now conducting groundbreaking research into the potential of using this tiny plant as a source of nutrition and oxygen for astronauts. Watermeal is a rootless and stemless plant that can be found floating on the surface of water bodies in parts of Asia. And because it is a simple plant that can grow rapidly, it is the ideal candidate for studying whether you can develop plants in altered gravity. Subscribe to our channel for more interesting news.
The Indian Air Force Day is celebrated every year in October to mark and celebrate the mighty force protecting India's sky space, our Air Force. Did you know that they came into existence in 1932? Last week, the Air Force celebrated their 91st anniversary, and a woman officer known as Group Captain Shelza Dhami commanded the parade. And this was the first time in the parade's history that a woman officer led it. A new flag for the force was also unveiled, which now includes the Air Force crest in the top right corner of the ensign. We thank the Air Force for all their dedication.
This week, we have even more good news for the cricket fans. The sport of cricket is all set to return to the Summer Olympics after 128 years for the LA Games taking place in 2028. Did you know that the sport has only been played once before this? It was in 1900 during the Paris Olympics, where Great Britain beat France to win the gold medal. A lot has changed since then, and there are many newer countries now who will be eyeing the gold in 2028, and we cannot wait for the action.
Landmark of the Week. Matterhorn, Switzerland is a near-perfect symmetrical peak located near the Swiss-Italian border. The mountain is 4,478 meters high, making it one of the highest peaks of the Alps and Europe. It is the central range of the Alps known as the Pennine Alps. The first person to ever climb this peak were a party led by Edward Whymper. Approximately 3,000 experienced climbers challenged themselves to reach Matterhorn summit each year. The name Matterhorn literally means peak of the meadows.
The word of the week is blunderbuss, which means a person who is clumsy or blunders. My pet dog is cute and a complete blunderbuss. He makes a mess wherever he goes.
It's time to learn some idioms and proverbs.
The proverb of the week is, a bird in hand is worth 2 in the bush, which means what you already have is better than what you hope to have someday because you might not actually get it. Sanya could have received more job offers later, but she definitely made the right choice by accepting the first good one she got. After all, a bird in hand is worth 2 in the bush. The riddle of the week is, through wind and rain I always play. I roam the earth, yet here I stay. I crumble stones and fire cannot burn me. Yet I am soft. You can gauge me with your hand. What am I? I am the ocean.
Dear Igraspers, this week meet Sam Wu, who is not afraid of Well, ghosts or anything. Well, he is actually quite afraid of several things, including sharks, the dark, and much more. This thrilling series is hilarious and relatable as Sam Wu embarks on an adventure after adventure, hunting ghosts, snakes, and whatnot. Read the first book in the series and share what you found the funniest at contactus@igraasp.com.
Did you know that an aluminium can be recycled forever? Unlike paper that has a limit of getting recycled, aluminium can be recycled forever. An aluminium can, when recycled, can produce enough energy to run a television.
Quiz time! How many hours of energy can a single can of aluminum produce to run a television? Send your answers to contactus@igraasp.com along with your full name, school name, and a photograph. Answer to the last week's quiz. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was Gandhiji's representative who put a stop to the Royal Indian Navy Mutiny of 1946. This certificate of appreciation is presented to Shivani Sivakumar of St. Kabir Indian International School, Vadodara, Gujarat, for successfully participating in the weekly quiz on India's leading news capsule for tweens, Igraasp.
Creative expression is how a person learns to express themselves outwardly. It is the ability to focus on what is happening in our minds and use our imagination by creating something that perhaps represents who we are. It may be in the form of painting, writing, music, etc. So keep expressing and keep creating. See you next week. Bye-bye.